Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, today we're going to be talking about Sam Altman. And before we get started, of course, I have to say this is for fun and entertainment purposes only. We're just going to do a deep dive, kind of see what the energies are around him right now. If you don't know who Sam Altman is, he's 40 years old. He was born April 22nd, 1985, and he's an entrepreneur, an investor, and chief executive officer of OpenAI, which is ChatGPT since 2019. He is considered one of the leading figures of the AI boom, and there's a picture of him. He has a husband that he's been married to for a year, and they have a son together. There's his signature, and that just in itself was kind of, I didn't get really good energy from that. So him and Elon worked together on OpenAI, and they had a big, huge falling out, and it's still playing out on X. Sam will order a Lexus, a Tesla. Boy, that was a Freudian slip there. We'll order a Tesla and then try and cancel it and then say, oh, he never got his money back. But he didn't show that part where he did. And Elon then proves, yes, you did get your money back. Like tit for tat. Like, to me, that's, come on. You're both, like, he's a billionaire. Sam's a billionaire. I believe he has around $2 billion buying and selling and investing in companies and whatnot. There's some people that say he's a pathological liar. I don't know. That's just the opinion of some people that you can't believe a thing coming out of his mouth. He does not own any shares in OpenAI or ChatGPT in OpenAI, but he is asking for government assistance. And somebody said if OpenAI collapses, it'll bring down the whole industry. And they're just wondering if he just wants government money or OpenAI really isn't making any money. Apparently it's $1 trillion. Like, we're talking huge, huge, huge money. He doesn't want that much from the government. He just wants some kind of grant or something to keep operations going until, anyways. Let's find out. What can you tell us about Sam Altman? There's one. There's a lot of people who don't like Sam Altman. He's not made a lot of friends along the way. Let's put it that way. And there's even one fellow who he thinks, this is his opinion, not mine, that Sam Altman is the Antichrist. Yeah, that's how much they don't like each other. So what I'm doing, so I don't put any personal bias or any energy, we're going old school tarot cards here. Let's find out. What is the energies currently around Sam Altman? What kind of personality are we dealing with? Shall we begin? Ooh, Temperance in reverse. If you've been watching here for a while, you know that's my devil card, right? It's the fallen angel. Here's the angel, upright, bringing peace and harmony and kumbaya to the world. And in reverse, that's a fallen angel. What do we call fallen angels? Archons. Two of Wands in reverse. This guy, I can't see him flying by the seat of his pants. Apparently, Five of Wands. There's all the people who argue with him all the time. He's a bit of a bully. Definitely a bit of a bully. Which is interesting because he's a Taurus and the bull is a Taurus, right? Wow. The Lovers in reverse. He does not really get along with a lot of people. One of the things I did read up on him about is he has an extremely high IQ. King of Cups in reverse. Well, that's Elon. Elon's a Cancerian. That's him not getting along. Also, this could be indicative of some kind of substance abuse, usually alcoholism, because it's a cup, right? Look at all the reversals. I'm not getting great vibes from this guy at all. King of Cups can also be his current husband. He might be having marital difficulties as well. Although I believe he might come up as the Queen of Cups because that would be his love. But this is him and Elon fighting. Absolutely, that is that's actually a pretty deep fight they've got going on there. It's almost at a spiritual level, at the esoteric level. It's almost as if there's something karmic about it. Six of Cups upright. Now, is this a lot of people trusting him? I'm going to tell you something. I did read an article about him that his sister has accused him of being inappropriate when he was 12 and she was 3. But yet, this is the siblings card upright. Wow. The Hanged Man. He definitely sees relationships from a different point of view. I'd almost get that, almost getting like relationships to him are transactional. You know, um, and I find a lot of people who are extremely intelligent are like that. Like, I'll buy lunch this time, you buy lunch next time. That's a transactional relationship. It's not like, hey, let's go for lunch, and you don't care who pays, and over the course of time, everything balances out anyways. I find that he looks at relationships and choices from a completely different point of view that we don't understand. Wonder what this trust here is about. With this Ace of Wands in reverse, which is passion and ideas, on top of the Five of Swords in reverse, he almost gets a charge out of being right all the time. That to me is like a control freak. He's very passionate about being a bully. It also tells me, and this is kind of, it also tells me that he did not do anything to his sister. Because we got the siblings card upright and we have the Ace of Wands, so that's a no, right? So something with the siblings is a no. We have to look at it from a different point of view. Perhaps the sibling just wants, maybe threatened him with a, a lawsuit for money or something. Ooh, lots of tears. I don't think he gets along with any of his siblings. This guy creates a lot of tears everywhere he goes. I think he's I'll see. I think he's a bit of a according to my cards, I think he's a bit of a narcissist that I don't know if it's a narcissist or just a bully. Perhaps there even could be some form of like detachment, right? Especially with the temperance card here. That's not a nice person. It simply is not a nice person. It's somebody who has a temper and controls other people with a temper. Controls other people with a temper um and tears. Temper and tears. Controls other people with temper and tears. He's a good salesman. He really enjoys selling people things that they may or may not need. Definitely. Good salesperson. Oh, King of Pentacles. There he is. The Taurus. This guy was born to be successful. He will always be successful. He'll retire with piles and piles and piles of success. That's the Taurus card. He's a true blooded Taurus. He's just going to continue to amass more and more assets and money. He, you know what's interesting here is swords control the internet and AI. We don't see that. Where he's gathering a lot of his money is actually assets, land, gold, properties, real estate, vineyards. That's where he'll be most successful in. Oh, yeah, there we go. Seven of Swords in reverse. Elon accuses him of stealing the AI platform or something like that. And that's why Elon's trying to do an AI to counteract that. He, he's definitely not very successful with that whole. I actually don't think he's very successful with AI. We got the Seven of Swords here, and I just said swords are the internet, swords are AI, and here we have the no success. Also, it could be ego at this point. He's like a dog with a bone, and he doesn't care what it takes. He is going to win this battle with Elon. The Empress, he's very creative. Creative with, and also this is Venus. He's very, he loves his creature comforts, this one. Absolutely loves his creature comforts. Very creative. To have both Taurus cards here. Also, his mom could have been a bigger influence on him than his father. Page of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I think this guy's going to lose money for AI. I don't think this is his business that he should be in. I don't care how smart he is. I don't care what his background is. If this guy wants to create an empire, he has to almost Warren Buffett way with assets, with tangibles, things you can touch. This guy has no business being in AI or the computer business whatsoever. I think he's going to lose a lot of money for AI. And it's interesting. I did that reading, and do you remember I did the economy coming up for the rest of the year? And I said there's somebody who's going to lose a lot of money, and I believe it was Pentacles. It could be this guy, and it's going to be a bit of a blip. Well, not a bit. It's actually big money. But he'll get a second chance. Queen of Wands, entrepreneur. There might be something with alcohol around this fellow that either him or someone close to him may have a bit of a drinking problem. He could actually end up in a war of words. Some kind of female is going to come to his rescue. I don't know whether she comes in and authorizes some government funds or helps him out, but she's an entrepreneur as well. So I don't know the structure of OpenAI or other AI systems or whatever. This guy's going to be ripped apart, and there's going to be a lot of media around him. There's definitely, between the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups in reverse, those are both my alcohol abuse cards. So it's either him or someone around him. I'm wondering if it's he'll post something or have some kind of evidence that the sister who is charging him with this, maybe he has some kind of information that she has a drinking problem or using something or user. Well, look at that, the clock agrees with me. This guy is going to be restless until he finds his true calling is in assets. He's 40 years old now. And I think until he gets, acknowledges his true calling is not in AI or, I mean, he's made a lot of money there, but he can make much, much more and do much, much better with assets, with tangible assets, land, farming, vineyards, selling wine. Maybe that's why the alcohol is in reverse, because he's not, maybe he does have a good touch with that, and that's not coming to fruition for him. Perhaps that's something that he needs to look at. Somebody's going to give him a second chance here, though, or something's going to happen. But he's very restless, very restless. Now, those rumors that he's the Antichrist, and no, absolutely not. The devil's not here. The devil didn't show up. This guy has a temper, and he's not a very nice person to deal with. And he's definitely not living up to his, I don't want to say standards, up to his potential. He's definitely on the wrong path. And while he's on the wrong path, he's going to be facing all kinds of headwinds, like people suing him, like people calling him out, until he goes onto his path and becomes the wealthy farmer, like a Bill Gates. He's going to continue to run into trouble, but somehow he'll always come out of it somehow. I think there is something here with a big loss of money. And now that I go back to my economy thing, there is something that is a blip, but it doesn't really touch the overall economy. But we end up here with 2 knights, and I think this is just online fighting. Silly. You're 40 years old. Like, come on. You're not 14. All right, so there's my Sam Altman. What's going on with him? I'm also going to call it right now. Like, he denies what his sister's saying. His brothers, I think there was 4 of them. So his other siblings are saying that absolutely did not happen. The mother is saying absolutely did not happen. And the cards here are confirming that. So you say what you want about the guy. It's not fair to lie about him either. All right. All right. Well, there's my Sam Altman reading. Thank you very much for requesting it. Please take good care. See you online. Fare thee well.